Hello, Kanessa here, and today I want to do a quick video about how to get videos in Decentraland. There's just one step that you need outside of the Decentraland client, and that is to download OBS. There are probably a lot of other ways to do this, but I use OBS and most people in Decentraland use that for all of their streaming needs. So the first thing you're going to do is Alt-Enter to get out of Decentraland and then go to Open Broadcaster Software, obsproject.com, and download this. And then once you have your OBS downloaded, it should look something like this. There's a lot of ways to customize yours, so I have a lot more than a regular OBS would have on it once it gets downloaded. But it should be enough to get you started. There's a lot of other ways to edit and kind of run your audio and also the visual through filters, so you can play around with it quite a bit. Next, you're going to look over here on the right side of the screen, and yours will say start recording. Mine already is recording, so I just have to hit this when I'm ready to stop. As soon as you hit start recording, it is going to record, and so you're going to get a little bit of this at the beginning of each video clip that you can edit out at the end. So go back to Decentraland. So it's just that one step of being outside of Decentraland and then coming back in here. So if you're just looking at your avatar, you can scroll in and out just to kind of get a close-up of them wherever they are. If you're too close, then you get a really nice shot looking around. And for this, I want to have a different view, so I have the camera option. So let's face her this way. So this one you want to hit C, and that's going to bring your camera option up, and you can use the WASD to go back and forth and get some really nice views. And then also a Q rotates this way and an E rotates that way. But you'll notice we've got these lines on the screen, and one common mistake, like when you're starting, is just to leave them there. So to get rid of that, you're going to hit U, and that's the user interface, that it actually just takes away all of what you can see. Your chat is gone now, everything that is going to get in the way, and you're going to be able to make a really, really nice video. So you can zoom way, way, way out. I try to get as far as I can. And it's all in relation to where your avatar is. So if you want to get really far away from your avatar, it'll go a certain distance and then it's going to stop. So let's see how far we can get. It is actually moving, but I'm so high that it looks like it's going really slow. You also cannot take the camera through colliders, even if they're invisible colliders. So sometimes you'll realize that there's a collider there that you might not have known about. I've actually had to make camera escapes in builds where I want to control the environment because I want to, I don't want avatars getting in, but I want to be able to use the camera and move it around. So there you are. You can do really cool effects zooming in, kind of rotating it with that Q and E key. And then to get back, I just hit the escape, and that makes the user interface disappear off of this. Another really important key to use is the N as in needle, and that is what takes your name on and off. So especially at parties, sometimes it's nice to have no names, and then sometimes it's nice to have the names because it kind of shows you who is there, how many people are there. So the N key toggles that on and off. The U is the user interface. C is for camera. Also, once you're in the C camera mode, you can click the K, and that brings you up to all the pictures that you've taken. And in order to get them public where other people can see them, you're going to go into these three dots and then hit set as public. So then once you have that, if you are looking at the map at a specific place and click on the map, it will bring up all the photos that have been taken. So it's a really nice way of showing what people have done there. It's actually a really fun way to find out who's been partying on your land when you have not been there. And once you're done recording, you can hit Alt-Enter to exit Decentraland, go back into the OBS where you'll hit Stop Recording, And now you have a finished video. So everybody is going to export theirs probably a little bit differently. If you're working on a Mac, you might have more video editing software built right into your computer. For me, I have to export and I use Microsoft Clipchamp. And a lot of times I'm emailing it to myself because I find that the apps that on your phone are really fun for running video through. And so I'm going to probably put it through that most of the time. So I'm going to email it to myself and I have to edit it before I do that because otherwise it is a really, really big file. So what I want to do is in my videos, find my video, right click, and then open with Microsoft Clipchamp. There's a few other options and a few other different ways to do it. The other reason that I go this route is that my file exports as an MKV and I want to have it as an MOV. So that exporting process, that post-production also changes the format. So depending on what you're using it for, you can decide like what's going to suit your needs the best. So I hope this is helpful. I'm in no way an expert, but I hope that it got you a little bit closer to getting your videos out off of Decentraland so you can show the world like what you're making and the cool stuff that we have here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!